Hello, and welcome to Option Pricing in Greeks 103. We're going to go through questions 7 to 9. You should have a copy of these questions. You can see at the moment the questions are in front of you. We're going to start off using the stock Apple, just because it's a dollar-denominated stock. You'll soon see that that's just a framework that we're using. So I'm going to bring in Apple equity. I'm going to bring in the OVME option valuation model for equities. People who have answered questions 1 to 6 will be familiar with this already. Now, we're looking for the underlying being 100. We are looking for a 100 strike. We're looking to use a forecasted volatility of 24. We're looking for a rate of 1%, a dividend yield of 0, and a days to expiry of 90. Consequently, that does give me an option that costs 487. Now, in questions 1 to 6, to make a strategy, I added a leg and I created a strategy inside the OVME function. What I'm going to do now is show you an alternative and more flexible way of doing this. I am going to not add a leg, but I'm going to create this and save this as an OTC option, a standalone 100 call option. So I'm going to hit the Save button on the grey bar. I'm going to give it a name of Call 100. It's going to be just for me. At a later stage, I could make it firm accessible. I'm going to save. And that has become my plus CALL 100 Yellow Key F8 Equity Security. And I can retrieve this at any time. I'm now going to create the 110 strike. So straight away, I'm just going to change this strike number. And remember, this was a 26 forecast vol, which does indeed give me an option that costs 187. I'm not going to hit update, because update would override the existing Call 100 deal. I'm going to Actions, Save Deal As, give it a different name, Call 110. Again, save it in the same environment as my user environment. And I have now saved a second deal. And if I were starting afresh, I could see I have saved both of these deals and they're both available for me. Now, the new function I'm going to show you, it is the Option Scenario Analysis function, OSA, Option Scenario Analysis. Because I already have the 110 call loaded, quite simply, selecting OSA will load the 110 option into OSA straight away. There it is. And now where it says Add Position, I'm going to put my code in, plus CALL 100, that's what I named the other one, Yellow F8 Equity Key, Enter. And I have brought in both of these options. Just so that I don't lose this workflow, I'm going to save this portfolio. So save portfolio as example 103. So that's my own personal portfolio. So I can come back to this anytime I wish to. I've now saved these positions, these OTC deals, as a portfolio. Now the actual question says that you buy 100 of the 100 strikes at 4.87. That was my cost price when the underlying was $100, not the prevailing $104.2, and when my forecasted vol was 24, not the prevailing 24.66. Note that an option in the market right now would be $7.44, because the underlying price is higher, so the delta and gamma would have affected it, and because of the volatility in the marketplace is 24.66. So right now that option would have a value of 7.44. My cost price is 4.87. And for the 200 short 110 strikes, those cost price were 1.87. So I have now updated my portfolio, Actions, Save Portfolio, with my cost prices and my positions Notice my view is the standard view. And from here, we have the cost price is the 487, buying 100 of the long calls, and I receive 2 lots of 187. I receive 374, so the cost price is 113. This can be visualized very easily, which is one of the benefits of using the option scenario analysis. Notice I have underlying price on my x-axis. That's great. That's what I want for this example. I have P&L on my y-axis. I'm happy with that. I'm going to switch off those dates prior to expiry for the benefit of this question. And then it says hit go to update. And there is my at expiry profile. I'm going to put the track mouse on. Here at the 100 strike, the cost of putting the strategy on is $113. This cost of $113 is added onto the 100 strike. Excuse me, it's a cost of $1.13. Here, $100 plus the $1.13 gives me my first break even of 101.13. At the strike price of 110, where I sell 2 calls, this is where I get the maximum profit, and it's a maximum profit of 887, where it's the $10 minus the 113 for entering the trade. And my second break even is the strike level, 110, plus the $8.87. So my second break even is 118.87. If you want to see that mathematically, here are the numbers that I've just crunched. 487 was the long call. I received 2 lots of 187, so that's my $1.13. Hence my first break even is the lowest strike 100 plus $1.13 entry price. My lower break even is 101.13. My maximum profit is the 110 minus 100, the difference between the strikes. Take away the entry price of the strategy, $8.87, my maximum profit. My upper break even is the higher strike 110 plus the maximum profit 887, which is 118.87. That's my maximum profit. Okay, so we have answered the questions. This is part A. What's the name for this strategy? It's a 1/2 call spread. Cost of the strategy, well, it's $113. Break-even levels are 101.13 and 118.87. Maximum profit, $8.87. At what underlying price does maximum profit occur? Well, it's the point where this call has done the most it can before these 2 short calls stop it, which is at 110. So that's completed question 7. Question 8. How does the above maximum profit compare to a long 100 to 110 strike call spread only? So we can very easily make this short just 100 110s, and now you will see this picture change to a call spread. So the maximum profit now is the cost was 487, take away 1 lot of 187, so the cost is $300. So the maximum profit now is 700 because it's $1,000 minus 300, i.e. my $10 strike take away my $3 cost multiplied by 100. Notice as well the break even, part 9, question 9, is the 100 strike plus the $3. My break even is 103. So it's a worse break even than the 1/2. The break even now is at 103. I have to have the stock rally further. But there is no other break even. I'm in the money anywhere above 103. So that's 8 part A and 9 part A. But how does it compare to just a call spread? Well, now what I'm going to do is have a 0 position of short call. So it's just simply a long call spread. Maximize the chart. Now my break even is all the way over here at 104.87 because it's the cost of the call with nothing softening the blow. So it's 100 strike plus the 4.87. That's the worst break-even of the three strategies. But again, no other break-even, and here the maximum profit is unlimited. The higher the underlying goes, the higher the profit is. It's unlimited. It's not capped out at $700 like the call spread. That completes questions 7, 8, and 9. Thank you, and please look for parts 104 and beyond. Thank you.